Hi tribe, today's a special reading. It's Lughnasad, which is a Gaelic tradition about celebrating harvest and giving back thanks and offerings to those of our ancestors in spirit. And also, I thought I'd tune into the fairy realm today. There is connection there and what their guidance is in moving forward into this season of harvest. Right? Isn't that what this Lion's Gate is all about? So what do you have a plethora of? Make an offering plate, okay? Go in with the intentions that, yes, you have plenty to give. And I did. I didn't think I had much in the yard, but I actually do. Okay, there'll be a picture of it on here. It's just beautiful. Raspberries, dried cherries, an acorn, some crystals, lavender, sage, thyme, some tomatoes I found in the garden, a pine cone, my lucky coin, mockingbird feathers here, crystals, a leftover joint, water, air, fire, earth, all represented on my altar here. They love bells. So, yeah. What are you offering back? You know, earth and the elementals and spirit is providing for us. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show you what I did and tune into the energies of I have two fairy decks here, the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle and the Fairy Forest Oracle. And it absolutely does provide me with some light and shadow aspects, okay, that we may want to look at on day number 1 here, right? One's about new beginnings, right? And so when all these cards flew out today, we'll talk about the underlying energy too. Being in a transition zone, let's just talk about it now. Card 29. So you may be feeling a bit awkward right now, like uncomfortable. What's next? All these questions, right? Stranger in a strange land, new experiences, and feeling uncertain. But that's a card 29, okay? And that's an 11. So 11s are definitely about trust yourself more, okay? Trust your intuitive, divine soul print, you know? And the fairies speak in numbers here. Bunch of cards came out. Actually, I have 7. They gave me 16 cards, but with my fairy spreads, I always go with an odd number. They like odd numbers, okay? So I got us a final advice card too, to give us 17 cards here, which is an 8 frequency. There's all kinds of tied things like this because, you know, fairy, they do like to play games, right? And so, like, they all came out, a bunch of them came out. I didn't record it. It's all right. But then I heard, well, you can put them in numbered order. Remember, there's 2 different decks here. And how I put them in order actually just, they work really well across and they really work up and down well. So I wish you could see it from above, but I just don't have that capability yet with my camera and whatnot. I'm just operating with this little phone here, making it work, you know. I'm so blessed I still have my phone and it works and that I've learned how to use it to run my business. You know, the gratitude is super important right now. So I put these all in order, the 16 cards, and literally we do have 1 through 9 represented here. Some of the numbers multiple times. So all the numbers right now could be talking to you, okay? Especially the 3s, I'll say that, because that means you're creating. That's a creative expression number, okay? And 4s meaning you're divinely protected. 9s mean, yep, you're coming to the end of a life cycle and there's completion coming. You got to tie up some loose ends. 7s are all about the fairy realm, spiritual realm, evolution, if you want to say, lucky numbers. 5s are changes, 6 are balance. You know, it's all represented here. It's beautiful, okay? So let's start with the 1, just 1. The 3 graces. Even in card number 1 that comes out, the 3 is represented. It's just so many 3s in this reading today. Okay, mind, body, spirit working together beautifully. This is depicting 3 feminine energies coming together to celebrate. It makes me feel like 3 of Cups energy. Okay, cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing, new partnerships that are fun. Embrace new opportunities. Say yes to fun. Say yes to celebration. Say yes to sisterhood. Say yes to tribe. Okay? This is sun energy. This is clarity. They're fireflies, all in these dead trees, from the dead, from what's dead. What you have some sort of new epiphany. Okay? You've done a lot of healing. You've taken the time to nurture your inner child. Or maybe it's like this first row is super important to move into, I want to say, a higher timeline here. Okay? It's about you don't literally move. You raise your vibration and then your reality changes. Okay? So 1, 2, you've had to retreat. If you haven't yet already, it's going to be a time. You've started something new here. Okay? It's a new beginning, whatever it is. In business or in relationships here. Okay, friendships, you're feeling your tribe around you. You're feeling joy again. Okay? Summer vibes there, right? And then there's also like a need for you to tenderly love your children or your child self here. Okay? That's what's in the center of this tree. This is also talking about tree wisdom. These are both card 2. So both 2s came out of both of the decks, okay, for this reading today. She's called Dura the healer, nourishment and nurture, okay? So what is she lined with here? Blue energy. It's about healing to the emotional body here, nurturing and loving your shadow, your inner child shadow here, okay, and learning some sort of wisdom, recognizing too that you have healing abilities. I mean, look at the growth on her crown. Oh, talking about acorn energy. This, boom. You know, like I can see that on the crown. I can see all this harvest on the crown, a crown expansion. Yeah, and it's a time for you to tune into natural remedies with solace here, taking time out for yourself. And 2s are about 22 here is master builder number. I know I got to take care of my emotional body too. I'm also seeing like a yin yang up there, or also the spiral, which is, yep, I can see some of my own patterns here. I know I need to really put some care into my physical temple as well. But blue is about emotional healing. And now we've got the 21. So I talked about 22 here, and maybe you feel like you backtracked a bit with this need to take this time out. You started something new, and then you had to take a step back to love yourself some more here, or to like, all these retrogrades, man, and relationships, all of these relationships with retrogrades, relationships come back in, you know, for not necessarily to rekindle something, but a lot come in for closure. And as we heal that inner child, allow our shadow to feel, speak, be seen, then, you know, we do attract different energy in, okay? And relationships come back in for healing, because it all stems from the self, okay? You know you've had to make some sort of sacrifice. I say you may be thinking that you had to take like you backtracked almost, because blood month is here. And so maybe you saw some red flags that really concerned you as well, okay? She's the Victorian vampire bride, okay? Maybe you have some different views about death and life and afterlife, I want to say as well. But this is about making some sort of sacrifice in your life. You know you have to. It's different for every one of you, okay? I've been talking a lot about health here. Maybe these red flags are about things that keep you stuck, stagnant, addicted, okay? And it's talking about offerings and making a decision. And this is the only red card. Look at how bright red it is, okay? That's why I say red flags. It would be easier, the angels always say, if you would make a decision and decide, so that spirit can help you as well. The past is in the past. The bride energy here, too, is about your purity, your divinity here as well. And it's a 3. Here starts the 3s, okay? Once you make this decision, this final decision, this drawing the line, it feels Queen of Swords energy. It also sometimes comes in as like Ragnarok, like the past is gone. I no longer am this dead vampire bride. However you want to take that. I am a sorceress. 3, energy. This is the Empress in this deck. Okay, this is healed divine feminine energy coming in. Knowing that she creates. She a divine co-creator. Right below this 3 graces. This is some powerful shit right here. Okay, I see my future clearly. I know my power. I know my will. This is the evergreen ivy. Or is it holly? I don't know. It's green though. Green, 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 and red. It makes me feel like abundance, bounty, right? Heart healing as well. And rituals. So you are very powerful. Like I showed you. I do candle magic sometimes. Usually it's about myself. About abundance or about love, right? Like self-love, even candles. But like for tonight, I'm offering back, and I have all of the elements presented here on my altar, and I have an offering plate. Sometimes I'll put honey out. Tonight I just have water because I have been more committed to drinking water. I've already been making sacrifices about my health. So like I feel like I'm right on track with this reading, and I just want to thank those ascended masters with me, and I say ascended masters, and those powerful witches and warlocks from my ancestry. Yeah, you guys are gonna get me all. Yeah, there's gratitude there. You could feel it from me. Like I'm just whoa. To know and have known for years that I'm working with Merlin is fucking magical. And he'll always come in to remind me that energy. He's here, Merlin. Take this time out and you love your inner child. You're going to start attracting people into your life too who are fucking magical like Merlin. But Merlin is also an ascended master energy. Okay? Guess what number he is? I mean, they just want to give you all the 3s up in this bitch. Card 33. 33 talking to you. You got 333 here now. Okay, healed, divine, feminine, masculine energy. This is the witch and the warlock. If you want to label it that way. So powerful. It's about, Merlin's eyes are so childlike and so bright and shiny. And he always is represented with a big nose because he had a keen sense of smell. And he was also a storyteller. He's being depicted here scrying. So maybe you want to do some scrying in your solitude. You're receiving guidance, mentorship, and a teacher of the old ways. So remember to pass on your wisdom, too, to your children. Okay? Teacher of the old ways. Yes. And Merlin's right next to this beautiful next card, which is he's looking over at this fairy walking down the secret path. And so those were all your 3s. This. These are your 3s. We did 1, 2, 3. Okay? Here's all your 3s. Which made me emotional. Recognizing your own power. It is. And knowing that you are divinely protected and guided as well down this secret path. Maybe you're keeping your secrets right now. But it's about love. She holds a red rose here. The secret path. She can't even see what's up there in the forest. There's just little... Yeah, there's a little light guiding her, little, maybe even the Fae, to see little lights all in the forest. But you feel pulled or drawn to a particular land or location. These are also called divine appointments, and that's how I run my beautiful spiritual life. They run it for me. I surrender the next spot. I don't know how I'm going to get there. How am I going to make the money? I don't ask that anymore. I let go. I surrender to the path. I am called to certain homes. I am called to certain areas of the land to help in the ways in which I innately know how to do this. Okay? So, you are being pulled down to a distinct path. It's a secret path. Card 44 is it's angel protection as well. A path to abundance, 44. It's an 8 frequency. It's amazing. Merlin's looking at this secret path. She's taken, maybe it's just the first step you've taken, but you're on the fucking path. I said to begin with, you're on the fucking path. Especially with 29. Even though you might feel a little lost and uncertain right now. Trust. because you are going to be, it's going to be shown to you this secret doorway. I mean, these two coming out together here, get down that path a little bit more and you're going to see this opening. Oh, and it's card 5, the big change. Working with your intuition, second sight is opening, and dimensional doorways. Woo! Like I said, you're recognizing your own power. You've been taking this time out to heal yourself. Oh, recognizing you're your own healer. Nobody's coming to save you. Knowing you got to make a decision to take care of yourself. And yeah, you find your power in the nurturing of self and also in the reflection of others. These magical people coming into your life. So you feel strong enough to go down this secret path, the secret doorways here, and a golden gift. I mean, literally, it says second sight opening. We've got these magical beings here, Merlin and the sorceress, and now the golden gift is here, which is depicting this high priestess. Okay? I also am going to read this. Oh, don't get ahead of the game. That was Merlin. Don't get ahead of the game. Okay. Slow down. Okay. Recording videos makes me feel rushed sometimes. So he's telling me to slow down so I don't miss parts of the story that somebody's following right along with me. I don't want to skip any steps. So we had the big changes opening up to look at all this golden light pouring through. Are you kidding me? To card 6, the magical help, or yeah, that's what it says. Magical help is on its way. The golden gift. It's depicting the high priestess. And the beautiful, what? Supermoon. You are a gift. You are a miracle. You attract that in. But also, yeah, I want to say that your gifts are becoming more powerful. Your clairs, right? Your abilities, your senses. Merlin's here. I was talking about senses. You may be smelling spirit now. You may be seeing spirit now. The scrying there. Okay? And especially because the Green Witch is next. And you could feel like, this is why you could feel weird. Like, what the fuck? Am I going crazy? The Green Witch. Wow, look at her hair. Look at the mushrooms. Look at the growth. Oh, that's card 7. So 6, now 7. Fresh, new spring. You feel alive again. You feel new. You feel reinvigorated. You feel like a child, like really wanting to learn about your abilities here too. And plant medicine. Gotta say it. I talked about natural remedies up there with that solace. There's lots of herbs on my offering plate here. Okay? Yeah. And the next 7 is your soul kin. You have 3 7s, and 777 is absolutely a lucky number. It's here. Okay? I mean, even the gamblers in the Matrix, the ones gambling in the casinos and whatnot, know that when you get the 3 7s, you win. Right? Like some big jackpots there. It's a beautiful lucky number. So, here's your 7s. Embrace your green witchiness. However that is for you, okay? Learning again, experience again, using different forms of divination again, getting out into the forest, getting out and working in the planting, gardening, grounding, okay? Green witch, right? Meditating out in nature, taking your cards out with you. The fair's like, yes, thank you for saying that. Take the cards out with you and play with them outside. Take them to the beach. Take them to the forest. 7, 7, 7. So your soul kin's with you, and you're recognizing it. And this is spirit and in your reality being supported going forward in this beautiful evolution of yours. Recognition, family, and kinship. It's blue again. I got that blue border again. You feel it through your heart. You also could be very fertile right now. Babies all up in here. Baby energy. So the children in your life are the ancient ones too. Boom. So cute, beautiful. So, loving. So much love I feel from this card. And fate, destiny, and weird. You are this is just the transformation on the crown here with the butterfly. You're weaving together a new destiny, weaving it, co-creating with spirit. You are magical. Web, the webbing there, the dots that I see being connected here. The webbing is about communication with spirit, excellent communication with others. That's Empress energy as well. So beautiful. 777 there. Now let's go to your eights. You got 2 8s. Yeah, you do. Premonition, galactic communication, and beginning and endings. Boom. Again, like, it continues to you recognizing this, how powerful you truly are, and actually being able to see the future, feeling connected with passed over loved ones or other, like this. I could be talking to, if you call yourself a starseed, and you recognize that there are, these are big times when this card comes out. Like, it's just the beginning of the galactic new year, right? And there's so many changes. So, yeah, as above, so below, as within, so without, so the universe, so the soul. You are going forward with an abundance mindset of, like, I am sovereign and worthy. I am guarded and protected at all times. This feels like a guardian angel, especially with the, like, gargoyle right there as well. It's the second time I felt like you were being protected here during this change, during the beginning and ending. And it's a time for you to really be more merciful. She's so beautiful. She's been popping out here. Light green sage color here. There's different color greens here, right? Like, I'm learning about forgiveness and compassion and what it means to be merciful, right? Release, she says. This is that you are experiencing a heart healing. It's like unconditional love of others and of self, right? She's in pink and this beautiful green. And there's this huge crown, and it's just sparkling because there's newfound consciousness, there's newfound awareness, and moving forward, you are feeling so good, at ease, peace, relief in your life. You've been giving yourself compassion and love, and there's some self-forgiveness here, and releasing, like, you're not like having expectations of others to give you an apology either. You apologize. You let it go so that there's no more emotional burden. Okay? Your heart only ever expands. I know sometimes it feels broken, but truly, it can mend and expand. Okay? Be mindful with this 9 card around you. As we are healing, as we are starting to shine so bright and stand in our power, you will attract. The Silver Sisters are here, and that is like people who have negative feelings about you, like jealousy or envy, okay, who think negatively, or don't surround yourself around it, and be mindful of your own toxic thoughts or that of others, okay? You are being watched, and it almost feels, but also the way that these 2 cards came out, you may be being watched, but your family is watching them too while you go on this secret journey. Like, this is the card of protection here, the 44 too. Just saying, the way they line up here too is fascinating to me. And that was 1-9. You just had the 1-9. You've been learning lessons about who's family and who isn't, who's friend, who's foe, right? You've really had to trust your intuition as well. And you're not going back to anything in the past. You're moving forward and having to let go of some connections too that aren't healthy, right? Yeah, and you let them go with ease because they were a heavy anchor. And sometimes misery loves company. And you can forgive and you can let go with grace, compassion, and mercy. You can let go of this fairy tale that no longer serves you, whether it be a relationship, a job, a part of yourself that you no longer, identify with. Card 19, which is the 10. They gave you 1 through 10, step by fucking step, and end you with the 11. And what happens after this? this ease. The life bringer is here. Ah, it's Empress energy again. It's growth. It's fulfillment. Okay? The energy going forward. It's the final card. I said I want that odd card, right? Like I just, because that's what I do for fairy type readings. It's usually odd numbers. You give me 16, can I get one more just for the advice going forward here? And we've got the Child of the Moon, card 36. So depicting a full moon, a look at the healing, look at the pink. She's up in the clouds here. This is about transcending the ego and forgiveness. That's what to focus on, okay? With this full moon is release. Is there jealousy? Is there envy? You know, where is this? Is there greed? You know, what about the materialism? What are your addictions? There's need to be some sort of sacrifice and also some tender loving care here on this emotional body, okay? Is also, I want to point out this first row here about this new cooperative venture, not adventure, venture, could very well be these three feminines here. I mean, let me show you. The High Priestess, the Sorceress, and the Starseed. This one can see the future. This one's Keeper of the Knowledge. This one performs magic. Like, actually does rituals and spells and things like that. These are three highly powerful feminine energies coming together here. Could even say Mother Maiden Crone energy. I don't know, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. You know, and you've never been alone, even when you felt alone, when you were nurturing and loving yourself, because Merlin was right underneath here, and so was this Green Witch and the Merciful One. You've been learning about compassion, being mercy, and starting over again, and never being alone. As long as you continue to love your inner child, your guides, your ascended masters are always with you. Okay, my loves? All right, I'm going to leave it there. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that beautiful reading. I love the Fae. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this reading today, do drop me a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. And I hope you do a little beautiful offering celebration ritual tonight, offering your thanks back to all those beautiful energies in your life. Okay. And open up to the new, like, to harvest season, right? Yes, you are bountiful, you are blessed, you are worthy and deserving of deliciousness. You hear me? I love you.